Well, I've never been to an actual summer camp, like out in the woods and what have you. Camps can be pretty fun, what have you. I've seen them in movies, maybe not just horror movies, but in family movies, like a good one like Ernest Goes to Camp, or even one that's okay and what have you, like Day Camp. But I've just seen a brand new film with everyone's favorite zany bird in Woody Woodpecker Goes to Camp, now streaming on Netflix. But is this new sequel anywhere better than the first Woody Woodpecker film, or has Woody completely pecked out big time? Find out in this spoiler free review right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler free review of the just now released live action animated slapstick comedy flick Woody Woodpecker Goes to Camp from Netflix, original along with Universal 1440 Entertainment and Universal Animation Studios. The film was directed by John Rosenbaum and serves as a standalone sequel to the 2017 film of Woody Woodpecker. If you have not seen my review of that film, I would advise you to click on. I would love it if you check out by clicking on that card and catch it if you might miss it, or if you want to see it again. Now, of course, this is of course based on the popular character of the same name created by Walter Lantz. The film stars Mary-Louise Parker, Josh Lawson, and several others, plus the voices of Kevin Michael Richardson and Tom Kenny and Eric Bauza, who once again voices the titular character. Well, this time around, after getting kicked out of the forest, Woody thinks he's found a forever home at Camp Woohoo until an inspector threatens to shut down the camp, who happens to be Wally Walrus. Well, to make things difficult, an escaped convict, who happens to be Woody's ultimate nemesis, Buzz Buzzard, poses as the rival camp chef to rob a hidden treasure. Yes, which is Camp Hoorah. I believe that's what. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, now from what I've seen of this film, I'm gonna say this is factually a little bit of an improvement over the first film. Now, it may have some of those chaotic bits like you saw we did in the first film and what have you. Maybe not everything, but yeah, he still causes chaos and what have you. So once Woody's there, he manages to befriend a young girl named Maggie. Yes, and apparently, he manages to get along with her and several other kids. Yes, we're all pretty good and what. Maybe not great though, but fair and what have you. Now, from other points of view, the film has a pretty decent score from Michael Lira. It has pretty some decently fair tunes, including the Woody Woodpecker theme song, of course. Now, unlike the the first film, this film was shot in Melbourne and across regional areas of Victoria. So anyway, now I am gonna say that I did find this film to be just a little bit more fun, what have you. I kind of will probably would put this right in between Ernest Goes to Camp and Day Camp as the second funniest family type camp film. Now, if your kids have probably seen the first film, I think you'll probably feel right at home with this film and what have you. While it doesn't have too much of crude humor and what have you like the first film had to offer, but it still has a little bit of chaotic moments though. Now, Eric Bauza once again voices Woody Woodpecker, and he's absolutely very funny and what have you. And let's see. Now, Buzz Buzzard is voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson, who you may know him from working on various Mortal Kombat projects, as well as the Lilo and Stitch franchise and other series, including Transformers Prime, Family Guy, The Cleveland Show, American Dad, and The Batman. I'm gonna say he does a pretty good job on the character Buzz Buzzard. Yeah, it's probably one of Woody's best known characters. I mean, well, he does. Well, he has recently voiced him in the recent Woody Woodpecker animated series that came out back in 2018 that had been shown on YouTube. Even though Mark Hamill, you know, who played a not voice, I mean, played a certain Luke Skywalker, actually voiced him in the 1999 to 2002 Woody Woodpecker show that aired on the Fox network. Anyway, now I'm gonna say Richardson does a pretty good job in voicing him. Wally Walrus is voiced by Tom Kenny. Of course, you know the voice of a certain SpongeBob SquarePants and several other characters you may know from shows including The Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, Cat Dog, Rocco's Modern Life. Let's see. And he, of course, he was later the second voice of Spyro the Dragon. He also voiced the Penguin on the Batman, and several other animated media based on DC Comics. So I'm gonna say he does a pretty decent job. Even though I did like Billy West's performance in the new Woody Woodpecker show from 1999 to 2002, but however, Kenny had recently voiced Wally in the recent Woody Woodpecker animated series as well. I've never actually watched it, but I do know of it though. Now, Mary-Louise Parker plays Angie, the owner of Camp Woohoo. Yeah, I'm gonna say she does a pretty good job. Chloe De Los Santos plays Maggie. Now, this young character, I think she's pretty good. I mean, as much as I liked how Woody helped a young boy out in the last film, this film he befriends a girl and what have you. Really something. And we get to meet other characters throughout this, including Zane, who is played by Josh Lawson, and if and I am going to say he does a pretty good job in playing Zane. If my memory serves me, yes, he's the guy who runs the rival camp. So he does a pretty good job. And there's also other campers. We meet Rose, Gus, Orson, and Mikey, and several, plus a lot of others and what have you. So overall, some of the kids aren't too bad either. Even though Woody does cause a little bit of chaos once he gets to camp, and then when he soon meets the other campers after he meets Maggie. So anyway, but that's all the story all I'm telling you on this movie. Woody Woodpecker Goes to Camp. Well, it's it's fine, what have you, but at least I think it's a slight improvement over the first film. I mean, it's in a bigger environment in camp and what have you, and I really think it's pretty fun, what have you. It's just so funny. But if you like the first film, you might want to give this a shot. It's just premiere on Netflix, and you might want to check out. And like I said, the story's not too bad. I should say the story's not too bad with Woody getting the boot from the force and going to camp. Well, it's pretty fun. The cast isn't too bad, and the music's not too bad either. One of my biggest negatives with the film is the CGI. Not by the characters, but the way they move from one place to another. That was kind of my biggest issue with the film and what have you. That is yeah. So anyway, Woody Woodpecker Goes to Camp. I think you might want to give it a watch and what have you. Well, maybe your kids would like to watch it. You might enjoy it, or you may not. You be the judge. So anyway, for my score, I'm giving Woody Woodpecker Goes to Camp 3.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 7. So what did you think of Woody Woodpecker Goes to Camp? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And please continue to help support my channel and help it grow and what have you. Because I really appreciate your views and what have you, so nothing goes wrong again. Anyway, enough said. So, anyway, if you liked this film, my review of this, you may want to check out some of these other fun-filled reviews. I'll give you some of my earlier reviews and what have you. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Ernest Goes to Camp. The upper right-hand corner is my review of the predecessor to Day Camp, which I have yet to review in Day Daycare, which that's easily a guilty pleasure. Or if you'd like, maybe you want to check out a more recent film with some where computer animated characters, well, versions of your favorite characters join in with a special celebrity in my spoiler-free review of Space Jam: A New Legacy. In the bottom left-hand corner. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next time I'll be giving you my review of the Three Stooges in Orbit. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.